There is nobody who has truly succeeded who did not pass through shege. Nobody. There is no testimony without a test. You know that. And I know you are probably also asking, why must I go through this much just to get to where I'm going? But the truth is, no one carrying real weight who did not walk through seasons of conspiracy, betrayal, trial, almost like I'm losing my mind here. There's nobody that went through all of that was not misunderstood on their way to purpose. Today, I want to talk to those of us, or those of you, who are first. I'm a firstborn daughter. I'm also the firstborn. And I know some of you can relate to that. Shout out to you, because it's a lot. But I want to talk to those who are maybe the first in your family to do something big, like to just dream big, leave the circle, leave your area, leave your city, and you just decided, I'm leaving and I'm not looking back. I want to talk to you carrying a vision that people around you cannot see yet. And maybe honestly, they may not even see it until it's finished. Bring your chair forward. You're the one I'm thinking of today. Because nobody really warned us about that part, that there is pain in pioneering. There's what I call it, the pioneer's ache, where you are the first to see it. So you want to attempt it and do it, but the environment you are in does not support what you're trying to do. You want to do bigger business. You want to move to another country, a more expensive country. Maybe you're thinking Switzerland, you're thinking, let me move to Portugal. Those places are not cheap. And you're in your old city in the backside of nowhere, and you're like, I really feel I want to start a new life. They told you about the calling. I'm very sure I'm even one of them, and my hand is up. I told you to dream big. I told you that go for it. The calling is calling you. Destiny is calling, but nobody told you that being first is very lonely. It's lonely. My goodness. The thing is, nobody says it to us enough. Those of us who attempt these big things and just go first, that there's no one ahead of you to ask. There's no blueprint. There's no senior who has walked it. Even mentor cannot tell you, because even your mentor has not done what you're trying to do. No one can call what you're going through by name. They can't fully understand the weight of what you're carrying. And there is often no one beside you either. You are married, your husband is supportive, your wife is supportive, but the truth is, no one can understand what it takes to be you. Because the people on your level are walking their own road. Let's be honest. They are going on their journey. And the people who love you are watching from a distance. They are being supportive, but they are unable to truly enter what you are going through or what you're building with the Lord. So what happens? You actually end up carrying a vision in some kind of solitude. I don't want to say isolation, but it's like only you really understand. Your friends don't get it. Your spouse doesn't understand. Your partner is wondering why you're so busy. And it can almost feel unbearable. You know what I mean? Like you're smiling in public and all of that, but in private, you're wrestling. You're wrestling with so many things. Why does it have to be this hard? You can't pick up the phone and call anybody because they are celebrating you. So they don't even have an idea of how heavy what you are carrying actually is. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to romanticize, what it is when I say pioneering ache. Because pioneering does not come just with loneliness. It also comes with opposition. It comes with opposition. There's the opposition within, that you are fighting your mind to say, I deserve to be the one that does this for my generation, for my country, for my town, for my city, for my family. There's that. But then there's also the loneliness that comes and the opposition. And let me put it plainly, the way we say it back home. There is nobody who has truly succeeded who did not pass through shege. Nobody. There is no testimony without a test. You know that. And I know you are probably also asking, why must I go through this much just to get to where I'm going? But the truth is, no one carrying real weight, who did not walk through seasons of conspiracy, betrayal, trial, almost like I'm losing my mind here. There's nobody that went through all of that was not misunderstood on their way to purpose. So guess what? If you are facing resistance right now that you did not expect, you did not even assume, you did not assume that it would get this bad, or in your mind that maybe you've missed God. You know what I mean? Like you're asking yourself, wait, am I sure I heard what I heard? Very often that resistance is the confirmation that you're exactly on the road He assigned for you. Because the enemy does not waste ammunition on assignments that are going nowhere. Trust me. And I want you to think about Joseph. He was a young man with a God-given dream. And the very first thing that the dream attracted was betrayal from his own brothers. This guy was lied on. He was sold. I was still thinking about his story the other day, like 2 weeks ago. How can your oga's wife, your boss's wife, who made advances toward you, accuse you, throw you into prison for a crime you did not commit, left you there to just rot in that cell, yet you know you had a dream? So the dream could have looked dead to him. With every passing year he was in that cell, he literally could have felt, no, I didn't see God. And that is what I'm saying about this pain, that Joseph could not even call anybody. Who would he call again? From the outside, every single chapter of Joseph's life looked like a dead end. The pit looked like the end. The slavery, everything they put him through, everything. It looked like this guy. Yeah, sorry. But I want you to flip the script. He looked at the very brothers who tried to bury him, and he said, what you meant for evil, God turned it around for good. The thing that looked like the end was actually the foundation of everything. Every bit of his training ground was found in pain. Every bit of his elevation, every step that he was put in one kind of pain or isolation, every part of it was actually part of his story for his elevation. Let that sink in a little bit. If you are in a season that looks like the end, the affliction you are walking through may be one of the necessary ones, just maybe. Not everything hard is an attack that you have to escape. No. Some of them are the very ground that God is using to build your greatness. One lovely quote that I got this maybe 8 years ago, that foundations are not built to be beautiful. They are built to be solid. And guess what? They are never dug upwards. They are always dug downward. And that's the deepest hole that often comes right before you can build a tall building. Honestly, these images are what keep me. I don't want you to feel unseen or like nobody understands. Trust me, I have done many pioneering feats in my life. I'm a visionary who's also a pioneer. Some visionaries are not pioneers, but I'm both. So I literally understand what it means to be the first and a visionary. Trust me, I feel sometimes like I'm trapped in my own prison mind. I'm telling you. But I also know that duality that I can oscillate between a pioneer one day, a visionary, means that I am unique. I am one in a generation. I know that. A lot of people can't even just be pioneers alone. They struggle with vision. They struggle with doing the first feat or moving first into some field. I don't mind those things. I don't mind them. I actually think it's a grace. I definitely think it's a grace. So, one thing that I think everyone who is a pioneer watching this should please hold very fast to. In fact, maybe we should start a pioneers club. Pioneer Visionary Club, something like that. You guys can give me a name in the chat below, right? You're not alone. You are not alone. There are 7,000 others you cannot see. The loneliness that Elijah felt was real, but it was not the truth. There were others like him. He just could not see them from where he was. And that's the same probably for you. You are letting your emotions override your status. You are a visionary and a pioneer. There are others on this road. They are just hidden from your view, right? Now, I'm doing this to encourage you that the pain of pioneering is not the end. That there's a very messy middle, there's a rough start, there's a messy middle, but then there's a triumphant end. Ooh, I felt something there. You want to find other pioneers that can be your watchmen. That was one of the saving graces that God gave to me as an intervention. He said, don't be in isolation because you're a pioneer. You may be misunderstood, but it doesn't mean that you need to walk it alone. There are other people like you, and I pray you find them. If you're listening to me and you're tired of being the first, I want to thank God for you, that you are chosen, you are privileged, that you are called. And I'm praying for courage for you to be the first, that you will leave the familiar road and leave it forever. Because I know some pioneers go back to the familiar. They just can't do it anymore. But receive grace today to cut a new path that others one day will walk in safety because of you. I pray for you that the loneliness that you carry that nobody else sees, the opposition, the conspiracies, the trials, the betrayals, the nights that people were smiling at you and then literally next minute they were talking about you, where you wrestled publicly and privately. No. Where you wrestled privately and people were celebrating you publicly. I pray for your mind that you will not give up, that you will not allow resistance to be a sign telling you you missed your way, but you would rather use it as a confirmation of exactly what God has said about you. Father, I pray you show them, like Joseph, that what was meant for evil, God is weaving in to something beautiful and good. Show them, like Elijah, that they are not alone, that so many people around the world are going through what they are going through. But more than that, I pray for them, oh God, that you let them connect with other pioneers that are driving your vision for this kingdom. In the name of Jesus, I pray you grant them watchmen and make them watchmen for others, so that no pioneer in this kingdom ever has to feel fully alone again. In Jesus' name. Pioneer, don't give up. I know it's painful, but God is with you. He's in the midst of you. Do not be moved. God bless you.